fictional romance. Correcting that narrative becomes almost impossible. Fans become emotionally invested. Media outlets build stories around it. Marketing campaigns depend on maintaining the illusion. Eventually, fiction begins influencing reality. That possibility understandably frightens Trina. Another fascinating aspect of this storyline involves Gio himself. Although his perspective remains largely unexplored, viewers cannot ignore the potential emotional consequences he may face. Suppose Gio agrees immediately. Would Trina interpret his enthusiasm as professionalism? Or would she wonder whether he secretly enjoys the idea? Suppose he refuses. Would Trina feel responsible for costing both of them valuable opportunities? Alternatively, what if Gio privately dislikes the proposal but agrees because he believes Trina deserves success? Each possibility creates emotional complications extending well beyond simple business negotiations. That uncertainty demonstrates General Hospital's strongest storytelling technique. The writers consistently create conflicts where every available choice carries meaningful consequences. There are no easy answers, only different forms of sacrifice. Back on another front, Carly Spencer faces an entirely different emotional challenge. Failure has never discouraged Carly for long. If anything, setbacks usually strengthen her determination. However, repeated failures can slowly erode even the strongest confidence. Laura Wright subtly captured that emotional shift throughout the episode. Rather than immediately launching another plan, Carly appeared momentarily uncertain. For a woman accustomed to taking decisive action, hesitation itself becomes significant. It suggests she may finally recognize that some situations cannot be controlled through determination alone. That realization represents substantial character growth. Throughout General Hospital's history, Carly has frequently attempted to protect those she loves by managing situations behind the scenes. Sometimes she succeeds spectacularly. Other times, she unintentionally creates larger disasters. The August 4th episode hints that Carly may finally begin questioning whether intervention always helps. Unfortunately, self-reflection rarely lasts long in Port Charles. New crises emerge too quickly. Fresh secrets appear. Unexpected betrayals demand immediate attention. Characters seldom enjoy enough peace to fully process previous mistakes before confronting new ones. That relentless pace defines life in Port Charles. One emotional thread connecting Carly and Willow deserves particular attention. Although they often find themselves on opposite sides of difficult situations, both women ultimately pursue the same objective. They want to protect their families. The difference lies in methodology. Carly believes decisive action prevents future pain. Willow increasingly believes complete honesty prevents future pain. Those philosophies naturally collide. Carly sometimes hides information because she believes revealing it would hurt people unnecessarily. Willow increasingly believes hidden truths inevitably become even more destructive later. Neither perspective is entirely wrong. Neither is entirely right. Instead, both reflect understandable responses shaped by personal experience. That moral ambiguity keeps viewers emotionally invested. If either woman were obviously correct, the conflict would quickly lose complexity. Instead, audiences find themselves sympathizing with both sides simultaneously. As Willow pushes the PCPD to reopen its investigation, she unknowingly creates pressure throughout Port Charles. Every individual connected to previous events suddenly faces renewed uncertainty. Secrets once believed buried may resurface. Witnesses could change their stories. Old evidence might receive fresh examination. Relationships built upon incomplete truths risk collapsing overnight. Even characters not directly involved may become collateral damage. Soap operas often remind viewers that investigations rarely affect only guilty individuals. Innocent people frequently suffer alongside those responsible. Families become divided. Friendships fracture. Trust disappears. The emotional consequences spread far beyond the original crime. That possibility gives Willow's determination enormous dramatic weight. She is not merely reopening a case. She may be reopening wounds that never truly healed. As the episode draws toward its closing moments, one overarching message becomes increasingly clear. The future belongs to those willing to make impossible choices. Brooke, Lynn, and Chase must decide what kind of parents they hope to become. Trina must determine whether success is worth compromising her principles. Carly must confront the consequences of believing she could control events beyond her reach. Willow must decide whether pursuing justice justifies the emotional chaos it may unleash. Each storyline moves in a different direction. Yet all of them ask the same fundamental question. What are you willing to sacrifice for the life you want? That question promises to define not only the August 4th episode, but many chapters of General Hospital still to come.